Hello, Faith Family. Thank you for joining me for our devotion today for May 7th. Today, our reading comes from Genesis 12, verses 1 to 3, and I'll place a link to that in the video description below. And as we read here in Genesis, we see the beginning of the establishment of the covenant between God and Abram, who will later become Abraham. And as we see the beginning of this establishment of the covenant and blessing of Abraham, we see that it requires Abram to do something new, to start on a journey, to leave behind old and established patterns of being, and to step out and walk a new path. And of course, to do a new thing comes with some cost in that, and that we need to let go of what has gone before. Abram is able to make this journey in part because of the knowledge that God is journeying with him, and that and through this new journey, God intends to bless not only Abram, but also all the families of the world. And this is the beginning of what we see as the great relationship established between God and the descendants of Abraham and Sarah, who are as numerous as the stars in the sky. It's an interesting parallel in that as a society, we've been forced to take up new ways of being. We've gone through the discomfort of abandoning some of the old patterns and ways of doing things, and we're still learning and figuring out, trying to live into a new reality and new ways of doing things. And this does come with some pain as we abandon familiar routines, and also maybe a little fear when we look at embarking upon new and unfamiliar paths. But at the same time, I think like Abram, we can find comfort and courage in the fact that God continues to walk with us, alongside us, and to bear us up even in those times of great challenge when we might be afraid to step out into something new because we're used to a little bit of control or some familiarity. But God still walks along with us and holds us up. So as you're out and about today, just invite you to recall that God is with you and walking along the paths and hopefully leading us on paths that lead into new and abundant life. Let's have a word of prayer. God of life, you pour out your love for the world with reckless abandon, and you fill us to the brim with your Spirit. We pray that you would continue to accompany us as we embark on new and unfamiliar paths. Expand our vision so that we might see your Spirit at work in the world around us. And this day we pray especially for those who might be suffering from a lack of vision, who feel closed off or isolated. We pray for those who are lonely and make us to be as your servants, to reach out so that no one would feel as if they are going it alone. Bless us, teach us, and give us your peace. Through Christ we pray. Amen. Well, that's it for me. I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care of yourselves. Peace be with you.